Hi, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Am I reading your story today? Let's find out. Well, technically tonight. Let's find out. So, I hope you're all doing well. And if you haven't, please subscribe, like, and comment. And it really helps the channel. Really helps the channel, and it helps me read your energy, which is more important than anything. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a love spread. Yeah, those cards aren't coming out, so it is what it is. I'm gonna read the energy and the guidance from spirit, and that's what we get today. The story is what it is, and it hopefully will resonate with someone. So we got the Queen of Swords crossed by the Magician. So you're really taking up this position of being an authority and being really clear-minded and really focused on what you want. This is leading you to being the magician, which is leading you to be able to create whatever you want. That's really amazing, because as you gain clarity and strength, you are able to wield those things you've learned into whatever you want. You've been focused on feeling stuck. Like, are you really the one who's being... I'm going to be real honest. Are you really the one who is having stuff being inflicted on you? Or is some of this because of the positions you're putting yourself in? Because, see, this is an interesting story. This guy actually lives here. This person lives here. This person goes and brings their tent and is like, I can't sleep because you keep screaming at me. Yeah, well, that's because you chose a location. You chose to stay in a place that is not good for you. That this doesn't want you here. Like, I'm sorry, it doesn't want you here. Like, are you paying attention to the signs that this isn't good for you? Because if you're not, that's making a lot of sense with this spread. Because, see, we have the Five of Wands coming out. And it's like, there's a lot of aggression being portrayed, I keep saying portrayed, and that's not the word I'm meaning to use. So I don't know what that means. It might mean something to someone, but like, see, you have all these swords around, and then these wands coming forward, and they're coming forward in kind of an aggressive manner. And then there's the Ten of Swords. So it's like you're staying in a location around people that are quite aggressive and are not. And this is causing you great heartache. This is causing you the end. Like, it's time to get out of there. You've got, like, all these swords, and you're needing to really take up your, go towards your north node. And if you don't know what your north node is, you can easily look it up. It's so easy to look up. Just do a little Google search on how to calculate your north node. And see, going towards your north node, really embodying that, having clarity and strength, will lead you to being a magician, because where you are, where you're putting yourself, isn't the greatest place, and it's leading to this end. This is a final end, and this has to end. There is no way to survive what's coming. The amount of aggression and the way that you're kind of shutting yourself off to seeing the truth here is going to be painful. But after this ending, there's going to be a new beginning, a new idea, a new way forward. Cutting those cords, cutting those strings, cutting those ties that tie you to being in a place where you feel like you're in a self-imposed prison, a self-imposed hell, Like this is like torturing this person, but they're staying because they're like, this is my place. Why don't you leave? And this person's like, no, actually, this is my place. And if you don't like that, if this is hurting you, you need to leave. And the spirits are clearly telling me this is something you're going to have to take responsibility for. This person isn't going to stop being aggressive. And that's going to lead to an end. This aggression is coming at you on a regular basis. It may have started out as passion, but now it's just not fun. It's not feeling good. It just feels like you're going to get burned. And if you don't get burned, it's going to cause you to feel immense pain. One way or the other, this is ending. This is so opposite of a love reading. Go figure. And then there's the Five of Cups. It's like, instead of looking at this ending as, a new beginning, you're kind of stuck in this feeling sad and heartbroken that this didn't work out. This was never going to work out. This energy, you knew the signs. You were putting yourself, you were putting illusions over, and you were covering up your senses because you knew, and you didn't want to take action. So this person did. They saw that you were unhappy, and it made them feel like you thought something was wrong with them. So they became kind of aggressive, or they were just an asshole. It's hard to know. You'll know. But this did lead to, maybe they kept betraying you. Maybe because you didn't want to listen. They're just like, oh, okay, if you're not going to listen, if you're just going to let me, if you're just going to stay here no matter what I do, I'll just, just keep stabbing you. I mean, I'll just keep doing what I want to do. And it only takes one sword. So you've got this one sword. This one sword to cut that cord. Cut that cord. And then really focus on the good things. Focus on the light. Focus on seeing the positive. Sorry, my throat just closed up. The positives in this relationship. And maybe there aren't any. Maybe these cups are for you to move forward and have a Two of Cups with someone else. Because, you're kind of keeping yourself in here. Maybe you're inviting a little too much to drown the sorrow of this. Maybe these cups are actually because there's more spilled cups here, broken vases. But this is self-imposed. You're making instead of just letting it die and being, the spirit that rises up and then embodies the Queen of Swords and becomes the magician. You're kind of you're just leaving yourself there to feel miserable. But I need you to take up that sword. I need you to take up that clear thinking. Instead of thinking about swords being the end of you, think of them as a way to move yourself forward, to free yourself, because you're using them to trap yourself. And instead of wielding that sword and creating, using your ideas to move forward, moving forward fast, because the potential is that you will use that sword and use that fire to rise. Like that water and that energy and those thoughts and that mental acuity are moving you forward, moving you up. So, use this stuff that people have been placing at you, and don't stay in positions where you're not really valued and loved. Because I think the next spread's probably going to be about your next step in this journey. Because in order to get to this beautiful, loving relationship and this community where you want to be, the life that you really truly want to manifest, this Ace of Cups, you have to go through this journey. And remember that this is just part of the journey. Get through this. The only way out of hell is through it. And the longer you stay there, The longer you stay there and cover up your ears and say, no, no, I'm not going to be the one to change, the more miserable and the more painful this is going to be. You don't have to go through this. You can choose to not go from the 9 to the 10, but instead go straight to the Ace of Swords. You can wield this sword and have this be your 10th sword and move forward. Move forward with that idea. It's right there, just like in the lighthouse. It's always been there. You just haven't had your eyes on the prize. So good luck, guys. If this was your story, great. If it wasn't, please tune back in and maybe I'll be telling your story. I would really appreciate if it did resonate with you, if you'd like, subscribe, and comment. And that way that I can interact with you and get to know your energy and maybe tell your story. Okay, I hope you have a great weekend, night, morning, middle of the night, whenever you see this. It was meant for you. And I love you guys so much. Okay, bye.